to another episode on Thoughts on Education organized by College Dunia. Today we have Ashish Gupta sir from IFIM College Bangalore. A brief summary on Ashish sir's profile. A noted author, career coach, management professional. Ashish sir is an MBA and have been working in education industry since 2011. He has worked in leadership roles with universities and education companies. He is currently working as a director of admissions and outreach at IFIM institutions and has previously worked with universities like UP Jindal Global University and Jagran Lake City and education companies like Career Launcher and Edicom Solutions Limited. Ashish sir has delivered more than 1,000 plus sessions on career guidance and motivation in schools and universities in India, South Asia, Middle East, and has written 7 books on marketing, mindset, and future skills. That's a great profile for you, sir, and welcome to this platform to share certain insight which our students will get to know and get the overview of the college. I will start with certain questions, sir. The first questions for you is: you have held key positions at educational institutes throughout your professional career. What are the key factors that keep you connected with the education sector, sir?
So Ronit, I started my career in 2011, and initially I started as a sales professional. For first 3 years, I was a sales professional, but gradually as I moved into education, I got the opportunity to interact with students. And I was very influenced with Swami Vivekananda's philosophy that one of the core purpose of our life is to help others grow. And in education, you get that opportunity. That opportunity inspired me. Every year, I go to hundreds of schools. I take hundreds of sessions every year, interact with thousands of students. And when I see them making the right career choices, it satisfies me, which nothing else can, right? And that gives me a life purpose. And that exactly is what keeps me moving and to be in education. So this is my primary motivation, to be in education right now and to be in education always in the future.
Right, sir. Got it, sir. Sir, if I move forward to the next question. So, being the director of IFM College, how do you strategize about the key programs and plans for the marketing and administration of your institute?
So if you see IFIM, one of the things that motivates us here is the legacy of the institute. We started in the year 1995. We are a 23-year-old institute. And one of the core philosophy that motivates us at IFIM is our legacy to become better every single day. We started as IFIM Business Schools. Today we have 4 institutions in our group. We are running IFIM Business School, which is now renamed as JAXOM. We have IFIM Law School, we have IFIM College, and we also have our sister concern, Vijay Bhumi University in Mumbai. So if you see, we have grown, and not just grown in terms of our numbers, but also in terms of our quality of education and become a name in itself in the country. If you talk about marketing, as I told you that there's no better marketing than word of mouth. Right. Our core philosophy is to make sure that our students get the best possible quality education. We have the best faculties who are happy and who become our brand ambassador. So that is our core marketing strategy. But then of course, not just that works, you need a lot of other things to do. So we regularly publish articles in well-known media house. We regularly work with portal partners like College Dunia. We have multiple top portal partners with whom we work. And we also have a group of partners who support us throughout the years to do the outreach. And that is how we do our marketing.
Got it, sir. Got it. Sir, the education system in India and other foreign countries are structured, very differently. In your experience, what can an inbound student gain from studying here in your institute?
See, I always tell that education system in every country is different. You have some countries which are very good in education institution. You have some countries which are average, and some countries are missing at all in terms of education. In India, you cannot say we have the best education system in the country because of wide population, which still need to be served in education. But if you see today, some of the top CEOs in top companies of the world are Indians. So that means we are doing something absolutely right when it comes to education. And one of the best part of Indian students or Indian public is that we take education very seriously. A
Right.
parent is ready to compromise on lot of things for education. And that exactly is where our fundamentals come, that we don't know which background the student is coming from, but we have the duty to make sure that we have to fulfill the aspiration of the student, right? Second is that if you see overall the Indian scenario, the best part is that a lot is happening. The way our economy is going, people are getting more disposable income to spend on education. You see, in last 7, 8, 10 years, so many edtechs have come up. So much of disorientation of education has happened. Today, if you see, YouTube itself is one university wherein you can go and find out answer to almost every question, right?
Right.
So at IFIM, being one of the partners, being one of the groups that offer education, our fortune is that we are based in Bangalore, and in Bangalore also we are based in Electronic City. You know, I always tell that our location is the gold standard in education. Why? Because if you see India's top IT companies, we are sitting right in front of Infosys. We have Tech Mahindra or Wipro, or you talk about any top companies that is nearby to us. And I always motivate our students that, see, good education is there, good faculties are there, you get the exposure. But one of the top things that you get is access to the top companies.
Right.
So that is your advantage today. Who is growing fast? Those who have access. And here our students have direct access to some of the top companies. And that also makes our placement very well. Be it MBA or be it undergraduates. At both levels, our students are doing excellent in placement. And these are all the things that makes us different and gives us confidence to do better.
Got you, sir. Thanks for the insight. Moving forward with the next question. How does the curriculum of IFM College ensure the best practice in the industry?
So if I talk about curriculum, you know, one of the things that is special here is practice courses. Now, what happens is in IFIM, we have divided our entire curriculum into two parts. One is the core education curriculum and second is practice courses. So in IFIM, we have 5 practice courses. Okay. In these 5 practice courses, we take care of multiple components. Okay. We make sure that we have IIP, Industry Internship Program. Now, in this industry internship program, we make sure that there's a team dedicated for students' internship. Because we understand that once a student get the internship, they get the corporate exposure, and with that corporate exposure, that turns into placement. Similarly, we have SIP, Social Immersion Program. Now, in Social Immersion Program, what happens is that we understand that not every problem can be solved by the corporates. There are a lot of social problems in our society. You talk about environment, you talk about women's safety and health, you talk about pollution, you talk about traffic. There are so many problems. So these students work with a group of NGOs to focus on certain problems and then find out the solution. At this juncture, it not just give them the exposure to solve problem, but also make them understand how they can contribute to society while being a professional in any industry. So this is called SIP. Then what happens is that your physical health, we believe, is very important and crucial. That is also core part of our program. And we don't just do it theoretically, but we do it practically. And every student has to make sure they achieve certain goals to get their marks, and their marks become cumulative in their overall marks. So this motivates them to not just remain fit mentally, but also to be fit physically. Similarly, we have corporate mentorship. So in corporate mentorship, what happens is, as I said, that I always tell that being in Bangalore is our privilege. We have so many companies, we have so many CEOs, CXOs who are a part of it, and being IFIM being 23 years in business, so many to our alumni are in top of the companies. So we have a strong mentor network. These people come here, they mentor a student. So these are all advantages which help student apart from the base curriculum that we offer here.
Got it, sir. Got it. And these people are basically from the HR backgrounds of several colleges, several companies, right, sir?
Sorry, I missed it. Please repeat again.
Okay, so these mentors who are from the top-notch companies, they are majorly from the HR backgrounds? who normally come down to campus?
So what happens? Any company has multiple functions. You have sales leaders, you have marketing leaders, you have HR leaders, you have operations leaders, you have IT leaders. So our mentors come from all backgrounds. Similarly, in terms of industries, we make sure that we have people from production, we have people from IT, we have people from marketing, we have people from digital agency. Multiple exposure is important. And we make sure that this group of mentors is actually formed on the basis of their different backgrounds coming together.
So that will give a overall scenario.
Overall exposure, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so moving forward with the next question, what are some of the biggest challenges you've seen, both for higher education in general and for IFIM college?
I'll tell you, higher education in general, one of the biggest challenge that I see is that students are not that ready for college. Yeah. I always believe that if there is a bridge course during their class 10th or 12th, if there is a bridge course wherein they are meant to set the expectation in university, they can do even better. What happens is a student, when they come to the university, it takes them almost 1 year to settle down, to actually understand the expectations, what they should expect and what is expected from them. Right. So that is, I see as one of the big challenge. Second is awareness. Okay. You see, with internet coming in, it's almost a knowledge revolution in last 3-4 years, with so many people have access to knowledge, with platform like you giving so much of knowledge. But Ronit, at the same time, you need to accept that the education scenario is too big. Right. You have hundreds of career options and you cannot expect a class 10th, 11th, 12th student to know it all and make an informed choice. Right. And that is why we still see that while a lot of students get to do higher education, a lot of them do not know that have they made the right choice. The choices often comes as influence from someone else, the influence from family, the influence from online world, the influence from a counselor or many other things. But at times, this is not an informed choice. So these are two major challenges that I see, which probably we should to all come together and resolve.
Right. So with related to your statement, so I have one question for this. So you have any suggestions which would you like to give to the youth and the aspiring students?
The only thing that I have is, one is, like you said, with my suggestion for youth is, we need to understand every student is important. If a student who is in MBA, they should take the opportunity to go back to their school and share their learning. That this is what my learning of last 5 years is, and maybe this can help you to plan your career better. Even if 100 students form a group in every city and start doing it, do you know it will be a great, it will be a great help for the students who are still in school. Right. Because they want to learn from their generation. I might go and talk to them, but I might not be able to connect that well, which a student of their generation will be able to. So that is one. Second is, for today's generation, the best part is India is a country of opportunities. As you say, our government has proposed that in next 25 years, we will be a developed country. And that's a huge feat that we are pushing to achieve. So every student should take this opportunity very positively. They should make sure that they use their energy in all the positive ways that are possible. And today, with internet, you have so many opportunities that you can look forward to. So they should make sure that they keep knowledge as their primary element of learning and make sure to go positively and achieve as much as possible for themselves, for their family, and for their country.
Right. So that was really an insightful message. I hope the conversation will help the students to have an overview of the college, the overall scenario, and what they should go and get induced into. Thank you so much, sir, for your time, for your message. Definitely, this will bring something new. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Ronit. It's a pleasure talking to you. Thank you so much.
Same here. Thank you, sir.